students of Standard 10, the second video related to the poet, The Tale of Custard the Dragon, written by Ogden Nash. The first video dealt with description of Belinda's pets, how they looked, how they behaved, and finally description of the dragon itself. So far you have seen how funny it is, and the description has been funny. The dragon has been portrayed as the one which is coward. So taking it further from here, we start with the fifth stanza today. Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmerciful. Ink, blink, and mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon at the realio trulio cowardly dragon. Belinda used to stroke the dragon in a very cruel way. Ink, blink, and mustard made fun of him by comparing him to a knight named Percival, who was thought to be brave but ran away due to lack of courage. Actually, he asked for the Holy Grail. It is an Arthurian character, King Arthur character. You can call it a historic character or mythical character. This man was supposed to be very brave, but when he was asked to go to war, he asked for the Holy Grail. Holy Grail is the cup on which that Jesus Christ used, and it's supposed to, if you drink from that cup, you are supposed to be immortal. That's the story behind it. So Percival, who was supposed to be brave before going to war, demanded for the Holy Grail to be presented to him. Right. So all of them teased the dragon as they sat on the wagon, because it was a really truly dragon, and it was really truly cowardly dragon. And dragon being coward is hard to perceive. Now let's come to the poetic devices. Rhyme scheme remains the same. It's AA and BB, unmerciful, Percival, or you can call it Percival, wagon, and trap. There is refrain, realio, trulio, cowardly dragon. This is again refrain. It has been repeated often throughout the poetry, right from the first stanza. Now you see repetition. Tickled him. Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmerciful. Basically, what was she doing? Just because the dragon was coward, this question was asked in the board actually. Why did Belinda tickle him unmercifully? She tickled him unmercifully because rest of her pets were brave, even she was brave, but this dragon, which was supposed to be most ferocious, turned out to be a coward. That's why she did. But poetic device-wise, this is tickled him is a repetition. It has been used twice in the line. Now, there is allusion used over here. A person or a place, a historic person or a mythical person. Percival is a mythical character, so it is allusion. Now, personification. Ink, blink, and mustard, they rudely call him Percival. So he was, our cowardly dragon was compared to the knight Percival. Hence, it's personification of an animal, maybe a mythical animal, but still an animal. Then alliteration, laughing little. You see, they all sat laughing in the little red wagon. So laughing little, it is LL, it's alliteration. It's not L sound, so it cannot be consonants. So it is alliteration. Now we move on to the sixth stanza. Belinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said weak, which is giggling for a mouse. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age, when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. You know the meaning of giggled? When you make noise while you are smiling, and that giggle shook the house. Even the Blink was also giggling in the mouse, but the sound was different. See, giggle and weak, these are sound effects that are produced. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age. The dog and the cat asked the dragon's age, how old are you that you are so coward? And why were they laughing at the dragon? Because dragon wanted a safe place to stay. He didn't want to get into any trouble. The poet says that Belinda used to laugh so loudly that her voice echoed in the house. Blink the mouse used to laugh and make a sound of weak. On the other hand, Ink and Mustard would tease him by asking the dragon his age whenever he used to demand a nice safe cage. As simple as that. Now the devices associated with it. Rhyme scheme is AABB, house bounce, rage cage. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia here is usage of the words to create dramatic effect, weak, giggle. So these are the sound effect that is being produced by use of words. Then refrain. Custard cried for a nice safe cage. It has been repeated often in many stanzas. So it is a refrain. And assonance, vowel sound. Asked, age, this is vowel sound and this is being repeated, so it becomes assonance. Moving on to the 7th stanza. Suddenly they heard a nasty sound, and Mustard growled, and they all looked around. Mouch, cried Ink, and ooh, cried Belinda, for there was a pirate climbing in the window. You see the use of inversion over here, window, mouch, right? These are all examples of inversion. So, while all of them were making fun of the dragon, they heard a sound of someone entering the house. When they looked towards the window, they saw a pirate climbing up the wall. The dog barked at him, and the kitten meowed to him. Belinda cried, oh, because all of them were scared of the pirate which was climbing through the window. The literary devices over here, rhyme scheme is AABB, sound around, Belinda, window. Consonants, use of consonant sound as suddenly. Suddenly, they heard sound. See, this sound is produced, S sound is produced. This is consonants, not alliteration. Then it's onomatopoeia, the use of sound words to create dramatic effect. Growled, meowch, ooh, these are all onomatopoeia. Then poetic license or inversion, window is written as winter, that to create a rhyme. Now this would be it, but before I leave you with the narration of this poetry, the purposeful narration that was meant for the children. So enjoy it till we meet again in our 3rd video. Till then, good.
Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a really truly little pet dragon. The name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse, she called her Blink, and the little yellow dog was as sharp as mustard, but the dragon was a coward and she called him Custard. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth and spikes on top of him and scales underneath, mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, and really truly daggers on his toes. Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of bears, and Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Belinda tickled him, she tickled him, unmerciful. Ink, Blink and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon at the really truly cowardly dragon. Belinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said, "Week," which is giggling for a mouse. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age, when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Suddenly, they heard a nasty sound. Mustard growled and they all looked around. "Mouch!" cried Ink, and "ooh!" cried Belinda, for there was a pirate climbing in the window. Pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. His beard was black, one leg was wood. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. Belinda paled and she cried, "Help, help!" But Mustard fled with a terrified yelp. ink trickled down to the bottom of the household, and little Mouse Blink strategically mouseholed. But up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine, clashed his tail like irons in a dungeon. With a clatter and a clank and a jangling squirm, he went at the pirate like a robin at a worm. The pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon and gulped some grog from his pocket flagon. He fired 2 bullets, but they didn't hit, and Custard gobbled him every bit. Belinda embraced him, Mustard licked him, no one mourned for his pirate victim. Ink and Blink and Glee did gyrate around the dragon that ate the pirate. Belinda still lives in her little white house, with her little black kitten and her little grey mouse, and her little yellow dog, and her little red wagon, and her really truly little pet dragon. Belinda is as brave as a barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chase lions down the stairs. Mustard is as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard keeps crying for a nice, safe cage.